Hey YouTube, it's just me, Ted, 1969 here, coming back at you with the second of the videos we just sneak previewed a minute ago, where we had been reviewing Tusken Raider with his gaffy stick with the multiple attachments available to stick on there. Just they clip it right in. There's a little peg that goes into the hole there, and these other two can just go in there when you take that one out. Hypothetically, if you had 4 Tusken Raiders to play with, you could have 3 variations of the gaffy stick that they could hold in different ways, and the 4th guy would be holding the blaster rifle like this guy is. Very cool figure. I don't think I've seen a figure yet with this kind of flexibility, and I was very impressed with the Sandtrooper figures at those points. So in terms of different stuff that they had, I think this is the most interesting one yet. A little bit disappointed with all the plastic bands that were holding the figure in place in there. You know, it might be nice to, it's nice to see the clear window to get a look at the detail in the figure, but maybe Hasbro can do away with some of that plastic so we're not seeing it washed up in the bellies of dead whales and birds and fish all over the oceans here. We're on to the main part of this video, which is the Jawa now. Again, I took him out of the box with the handy old Leatherman tool and tried to preserve the box, or the card I guess, such as it is. So we were able to make a neat incision with the sharp blade around it and get that out with a bit of a fold there. I'd kind of mangled the bottom left corners of these cards somehow, or maybe they were like that in the store. As I said, these are my openers. I'm not really too worried about it. I do have some I'm going to keep mint on card and put them in storage until I can display them correctly. And these guys will be for putting on the Vader Legacy Pack. I see Walmart has that down to 40 bucks Canadian now, so jump on that if you haven't yet. There was lots in most of the Walmarts. I got 2 in my visits today. So to look at the Jawa figure, loving that his plastic molded robe has the sand caked on the bottom of it. He's got the feet, and comes with the 2 weapons. He's got a blaster here that he's holding on to, and it's got nice gunmetal coloring. And then he's got his ionization blaster here, so that he can fire the restraining bolts, I guess, onto the droids that he's after. So he's got the 2 different harnesses to hold those together. I don't know that they come off. I don't believe so. I might look into that later on. Maybe there's some kind of a hidden clip there. I haven't tried to do too much with them besides that yet. It looks like the hood is on there kind of for permanent too. Anyway, we've never seen a Jawa without a hood, and I'm not sure we'd want to. Anyway, and that is the figures. The Jawa is fairly impressive. Nice coloring and detail on the weapons. The weapons are very soft plastic, so they're a little bit of flexibility to them if you stamp on them or something accidentally, or they get a book placed on them, so nothing's going to break. That's really cool, and I was able to get that Tusken Raider standing correctly, so when he came out of the package, it was just that the articulation on his thighs where you can bend the legs, they had him kind of knock-kneed with his, or pigeon-toed with his feet pointing in, but he stands quite nicely, as you can see. They're on my computer. I'm wobbling the table here a little bit, and they're still able to stand. So good points on that. Yeah. So that's looking great, and that was my haul. Just to zoom in up on some of these extras here. Got a couple extra Jawas, 1 more Tusken Raider I can take out, plus the ones I've got boxed away to keep for mint on cards, Death Squad Commander. That's my Platinum Series Obi-Wan way up there, immediately to the left, and besides the portrait of my mom and dad, I've got 2 Stormtroopers I'll be taking out of the card and playing with. And I've got a Chewbacca spare as well. And what's down here? There's another Chewbacca from Force Awakens. And I guess I've got the rest all boxed up by this point. And just in case you hadn't seen it, I'll probably do a separate review on this maybe tomorrow. My Stormtrooper helmet from the Black Series. I'd seen one of these at Christmas, tried it on for my girlfriend, didn't buy it, kind of regretted it later. Saw one today, I said, you know what? That's what credit cards are for, I guess. Not that I recommend doing that, but there it is. And that's the 4 of those 6-inch value figures right there. So anyway, hope you're all enjoying these videos, and hope you're having some success in Wave 2. It took me 2 months of waiting. I thought Walmart here in Kentville, Nova Scotia, was going to offer me a job. I kept going there so often. The Maribi Games, which is the Canadian version of GameStop, was in there so much I thought I'd get a job offer out of those folks too. But it took me traveling up north to poor mom's funeral to find these up in Campbellton, and then I found some more on my way down here, so I just kept adding to the pile as I went, because I knew I want to be doing some photography with these guys out in natural environments and stuff, so hopefully we'll have a little bit of fun doing that. Anyway, that is it, and may the Force be with you all.